Okay, so I go as NIA WINOOSKI. I'm from Queens, New York. First, we're gonna talk about my music background. So, when I was at the age of 9, like I lost my grandmother, and I did not know how to I didn't understand what was going on, but I was like I was hurt at such a young age. Like that was like probably like my first like real like aware heartbreak. So I wrote a song and I would always like sing it in the shower, just like for me. Like, no one heard it, no one knew about it. I started writing, because I'm not good at like expressing myself verbally, especially when it comes to like sad emotions. So I would just like write it down. And after that, like I just always wrote. Like I started writing like poetry, reading poetry. I got into like stuff like that. And what made me start like recording my music was at the age of 18. My boyfriend at the time was murdered, and that broke me. Like I thought I was done. Like I didn't know what to do. So like a coping mechanism that I like learned was like, you know what? Like writing wasn't enough. Like I wanted to like scream out the music. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's like when you write, the music is in your head, but like I needed to release it. So my friends at the time, they was into like rapping. Like, I would always go to the studios with them, but I never recorded. So they was like, you know what? Like, why don't you get in the booth? And from that day, I got in the booth and I was like, you know what? Like, I like this feeling. Like, it feels good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to belt out my emotions instead of just writing it down. So that's how I started writing and singing music. What made you first realize you wanted to pursue a career in music? I first realized I wanted to pursue a career in music was when I started getting good feedback. So it's not like I was just doing it out of boredom or like to help me cope through situations, like whenever I was like hurt or happy, sad, whatever the case may have been. Like I was actually getting good feedback. Like people would hear my songs and they would always say like, why don't you like let the world hear this? Like why don't you start putting your music on SoundCloud? So I did a song, recorded it, put it on SoundCloud, and the feedback that I got from it, I said no, like this is what I want to do. Like it's not hard for me. Like it was just something that I was able to just do. Like it's just natural. So that's how I realized I wanted to pursue a music career. Who are your musical influences? Sam Smith, Amy Winehouse, Etta James. It's a whole list. Lauryn Hill. Like, it's just, that's my vibe. How do you describe your music to people? I describe my music as like real, raw, because it's literally like what I go through. All my songs is what I go through at the time or what I'm going through at the moment. What image do you think your music conveys? I think my music conveys a female expressing herself. Like, what inspires you to do music? Music just helps me cope. So if I'm not doing it, I'm not happy. Like, and nobody wants to be annoyed all the time. And nobody wants to do things that they're not happy with. So that's what I want to do. So if I'm not doing music, I'm not happy. So that's why I have to do music. What do you hope to bring to the music industry? I hope to be, like, I want to leave a mark. So whatever it is that I bring, like I need to leave like a mark, like I want to touch countries, content, like I want to go everywhere. Like I want my music to be heard everywhere. Like, so that's the major goal. What makes you different from other artists? no other artist is me. Like, you know, because we all have different stories. Like, we may go through the same things, but everybody tells their story differently. So no matter if me and another artist went through a situation, it's not going to be explained like how I'm explaining it. Like, it's like somebody wearing the same dress as you. They're not going to look like you in the dress because everybody's different in their own way. That's what makes me different. And like I said, like, my music is stories. Like, I'm literally telling a story. What are your past projects and achievements? So my first song that I wrote was Missing You. That's on SoundCloud. When I started putting my music and getting my music on like Apple Music, I have like 4 or 5 singles out right now. I have Sleeping on Me, What's Up With You, Sleeping on Me, What's Up With You. That's like a project. Those have music videos. I have Never Forget, which is a updated version remix to Missing You, and that is like my most recent work right now. I'm working on other things, like I have an EP coming, so stay tuned for that. What do you think your biggest break or greatest opportunity has been so far in your music career? So I'm just kind of like now starting. Like, I'm just now starting to take music seriously. Like, before I was just doing it because it was like fun, and now it's just like, no, this is what I want to do. It's time to like buckle up and like go for the ride. Like, you know, like I'm here for whatever. So I just started like seriously, on a serious note, like consistently, like maybe 6 months ago, or six months to a year ago. So yeah. So I don't really have like a big break, but my greatest, all right, so I'm not gonna do like a greatest opportunity, because like I didn't reach that yet. But the biggest thing that I've done so far was the remix to Missing You, to Never Forget, that music video. So check that out. What projects are you currently working on? Like I said, my EP is coming out. I don't have a title yet, but just be on the lookout for it, and get familiar with NIA WINOOSKI.